just going to put this here in the start. Hello, this is fucking, you know who this is. And, oh, got him. Get fucked. I'm going to be showing off, well, what you just saw, the inconsistencies with the 1887, although that seemed pretty consistent, even though that was an MPU. Someone just, oh. That's Cock being an autist. Anyway, I'm going to be showing off some inconsistencies with the 1887 spread pattern. I'm going to explain in the beginning of this video what that is, so before you skip around to look for interesting clips of combat, I'm going to explain it right here and now so you know what to look out for. The current problems with the 1887 are thus, and it is one problem specifically, randomized spread. Now, let me tell you what that means. I'm going to show you right here in this wall, actually. So if I shoot, okay, you're going to see a spread pattern here. Actually, let me just not move this time. You're going to shoot, you see a pattern. You can already see that these two patterns are completely different, but let's assume that I am shooting at a completely different range. Now I'm at the same range, I'm going to shoot again. And the pattern is different. And different again. And different again. You see where I'm going with this. Oops. Wow. I have my gun over that guy and it completely missed. But essentially, the gun has a different spread per shot. And this leads to some seriously inconsistent data regarding how actually deadly this gun is. I can't tell you how deadly this thing is at short range, simply because of the fact, and owing only to the fact, that this gun is too inconsistent. Sometimes I will land a shot on a Union and kill him instantly, which is apparently, according to Sentinel, the intention of the gun. At other times, I will shoot that same Union at essentially the same engagement range, or close to the same engagement range, close enough that it wouldn't matter, and completely miss, or just do a fraction of the damage, despite the fact that nothing is different. I have found that the more consistent method of engagement is to... Ooh, that was good. The more consistent method of engagement is hip firing, because aiming down sights seems to make the gun a little bit more consistent, or inconsistent in terms of shots. I don't know if there's any difference between spread ADSing or hip firing. I'm going to assume there isn't, but it's just something that I do personally because I feel it's more accurate that way. Because I don't have to, you know, line up the sights directly with somebody. I just need to get them inside the crosshairs, which is much easier to do on a class like this at the ideal engagement range. I'm probably just going to be softly commentating the rest of this video, so you don't need to listen to this. You can just mute it and watch the footage. It's probably just going to be me complaining. But so far, it's behaving as it should. As it should. I mean, I'm of the opinion that third shot should have hit him, but... I'm going to see if I can't ask some people for how much HP they've got or how much damage I've done. Because I have had a few instances where I've engaged somebody, emptied all 5 of the shells from this gun into them, and it turns out they only took about 16 damage total. I don't know how that's possible, given the fact that this gun shoots 8 pellets that all do 28 damage each. They're borderline spawn camping us at the moment, which is probably a good idea. Which is probably good for footage, I'd say. I don't know. I don't know where the fuck my squad leader is. I think he might be on J. I think he's sitting with a crowd of his little buddies. Let me see if I can find him. Yeah, there he is. He's right there. We'll spawn on J. Oh, or he gets deleted. About to try to join a different squad because this guy is not a good squad leader. There we go. Try this Helvet med. Thought it was Scoot for a second. Anyway, they're really close to us. I'm gonna... Oh. just going to give that guy a nice little happy warning to stay away from our base. Because that was really, really close to base quarters. Actually, I might use that as evidence for something. Don't really care, though. Doesn't particularly matter to me. I think a lot of people on... Yeah, that took 3 shots to kill that Union, and in my opinion, that's close range. I think for a map like this, that is insanely close range. Because, I mean, if you look at some of the regular engagement ranges on this map, it's kind of nuts. Also, on a completely unrelated note, let me just show you how stupid the recoil is on this gun. Watch this. I'm gonna shoot like 3 times. 2 times. Look how high up that goes for 2 shots. I have to make a conscious effort. I have to drag down very hard on my mouse to keep my shots consistent. That is not how real life works. I feel like a civilian shooting a gun, not like an actual trained professional or, you know, a trained rebel. It's strange. Strange choice of recoil pattern there. It's very, very intense. I remember Sentinel saying he reduced the recoil in one of the patch notes, I think yesterday or the day before. Something like that. And I guess he didn't, because they feel the same. It's the Helix. It took 2 shots, but that's acceptable at that range. He's far enough away that I feel like 2 shots is fair. Alright, somebody's up there on that roof. That's a rebel. I believe there's a Combine up there on that roof. He wasn't even paying attention. Yeah, the best way to engage people with this gun at the moment is if they're not even paying attention to you. You can usually sneak in and get an extra shot on them, which will usually kill them. It takes 2 shots consistently to kill things, as far as I can tell. Which is why I pushed for pump speed changes first and foremost, was because this gun does not kill in a single hit. If this gun consistently killed in a single hit, I wouldn't care about pump speed because I'm already doing too much damage. No, I hit somebody over there. Yeah, I had 1 shot there, and my 1 shot hit him, but didn't. Yeah, that was a good show. I mean, he's an MPU. He has more health than a regular old Union, but still. Actually, I might ask him. I'm just going to give him a quick question, see how much damage I actually did to him, because all I saw was a hit marker. There's no way to really track how much damage I'm actually doing, which is a problem. I think an easy way to solve that is to do like damage numbers, like how they do in TF2, just so people with guns like mine have a better idea as to how much damage they're doing, or better yet, how many pellets they're hitting. He's not going to respond to that. Also, I outplayed the shit out of that guy. Yeah. All right, I'll give it that. I'll assume that's a fair engagement range. All right, that should have killed him. He's a CMD, but so he does have a little bit more health, but still. I feel like they have the same amount of health as I do, and this gun does 224, okay? And let's be generous and say at least one of those pellets was a headshot, because given how tight the spread is, this is about the range we engaged at, and I aimed at about his chest area. See, that pellet most likely would have hit his head, and it would have been, he's either very, very low, or ideally if all those pellets hit in the area that they should have hit in, and all of them should have connected. He's either very low, or one of them just fucking flew into the stratosphere and completely missed. Like that first shot did. Right there with that Helix. And I'm left with 92 health. Survivability is not something scavs get a lot of. We get in a 1 fight and we're almost dead, which sucks. It sucks being a fragile flanky unit because there's no way to restore your health in the field. It'd be nice if you could scavenge around and pick up like one-time use med kits and shit, Kind of like how you can craft the med stims right now, except the med stims are completely pointless because you only use them once. And because lives are so throwaway in this game, it doesn't... What's the point in making them? Alright, we're going to go to J. I'm going to see if I can engage some people there. Looks like there's some Combine there, so... J is supposed to be our optimal engagement area, I would say. It's close range, there's hallways, so it's very hard for our shots to not connect. It might be a good place to show off randomized recoil being fucked. We'll see if I can even get inside. You can shoot through these fences now. I need to be careful. I'm going to go in this way. Shut the door behind me because I hear gunshots. All right, there we go. All right, let me... Let's see if I can get the OSC to tell me how much damage that did to him. Because I did hit him... I think I hit him with a couple pellets with that first shot. So I'd say that did about maybe 56 damage. If you'll answer, I'd like to get confirmation on that. I don't know if anyone wants to ask about that kill I just got. Did 224? Oh shit, did I hit all of them? Alright. Good, good. Well, that worked at least. But it's working for now. Oh. That was strange. I think I confused the shit out of the shield. Alright, but it's working fine now, at the moment. I don't know if it's going to remain that way. But if it remains that way, I'm probably not even going to upload this video if the changes turn out to be fine. Or, you know, if it turns out to be just inconsistent in this footage, just not showing what I'm talking about. Some shit being talked about in the chat. I'm going to keep roaming around J here just because I do want to try to test this out again. Combine usually come from here, but they might have flanked. Let me check. Yeah, it looks like they've flanked around. I'm going to just update these points here so people don't go to them. Whoa. Somebody's fighting over there. I'm going to hop back into the sewers here. Oh, by the way, just for reference, if anybody cares to know, sewers are a thing that nobody uses, and they're a very easy way to get around the map without getting sniped. So you just run around. Keep going this way. That one we came out of is at J. This one here is about down the street and around the corner from J. Usually in an area populated a lot with snipers, so it's a good way to get. It's a good method of getting out of the way of the snipers, so as to avoid getting fucked on by a ranger or across. And this one over here leads us to about over here. This is a good area because it's like right over here. I think the main problem with the sewers is I have to walk too fucking far. Alright, I'm not gonna say anything about the shield. It's a shield. Oh, yeah. About that. That's actually a good thing to talk about right there. So, I really like how, on one hand, the M1887 does basically 0 damage against shields, like at all, and then an Elvet med can walk up with their own shotgun at the identical range from mine, and then just 2-shot that shield. I know I got a hit marker on him on that second shot, but I have no idea how many pellets actually connected. Again, it would be nice for me. It would be really nice if we had a way of showing how, had a way of counting damage, or showing how many hits we got on a target, because all we see with shotguns at the moment is just a hit marker. I'd like to see a way to see damage. If that could be modded into TFA, that'd be awesome. Because I know it's possible. I've seen it done on Dark RP servers before. So it would be really nice to see a damage number counter. And it's not like it would be an OP thing, because everybody has access to it, so it just changes the way the game's played. Is it a problem? I don't think it's a problem. I think it's better from a development standpoint, because now this way we actually have more tools to figure out how we're... Okay. Let me interrupt what I was just saying. Both of those shots should have connected, but completely missed. I cannot, for the life of me, tell you how that second shot missed. The first one, I was kind of next to him, so that's fine. But the second shot should have connected. One of those pellets should have hit him. He was inside of the crosshair, but there was no hit marker at all, which means all of the pellets were skewed left. Actually, if I rewind the recording, or if you rewind the recording, you might see that, in fact, those pellets connected on the left side right next to the door. Despite the fact the crosshair was pretty well painted onto the right. So at least one of the pellets should have connected on him. Alright, again, I aim over the Union. I completely miss the shot. And I only get one shot before I die. Be nice if Woodman was alive at any point. That's a mace, obviously. But yeah, no. Commonly, this shotgun has problems with hitting targets at all, which is hilarious that a shotgun has problems with hitting things. You would think that a gun that's entire purpose is to make hitting things easier would make hitting things easier. But I guess not. And again, I'm not engaging them out of range. I'm engaging them at a range that's respectable for the gun. Here, maybe not, but here I don't have much of a choice. He's about to turn and fight me, so I need to shoot him. What am I going to do? Just walk, keep running up to him until I get in range? It's a suicidal idea. Running straight up to somebody with the TTK being what it is in CvR is a death sentence. If I need to run up to them to get in range of them, it's to show that the weapon's effective range doesn't meet what the CvR combat meta. This is long range, so don't expect anything to hit. I lived through that somehow. He had a 3-round burster, so that was probably the problem. And I don't know how 2 of those shots didn't connect with him. Again, I will consider that this is very likely a victim of shitreg. But even then, I don't think lol shitreg is a valid excuse for a weapon being in such an inconsistent and bad position as this one. I think at the very most, it just goes to show that this weapon should not be in CvR, is because it just doesn't work mechanically. And does it really matter what it's replaced with? No. Ooh. I'm going to state here and now that I think the SMG-1 should be added back. That's my own personal opinion, and that is a very popular opinion amongst literally everyone I've asked. I have not seen a single person that has said, no, I don't want the SMG-1 back in CvR, because it was arguably one of the most balanced weapons in any of the weapon packs. I know it wasn't really in, quote-unquote, the weapon packs, but it was the most balanced weapon in CvR for as long as it essentially existed. Oh, yeah, and by the way, that mace. I'd really like to know how much damage I did to that mace. He took a lot of shots from that rebel, so I'm assuming I did not do a lot. Even though I landed a good shell on him, I'm assuming only 1 or 2 pellets actually connected. That's still about 56 damage. That's nothing to sneeze at. 56 damage is quite a lot, but it's still nowhere near the damage it should be doing, because I should be able to consistently one-shot MPFs. Again, this is just... Oh, what's Sentinel saying? Squatty. But this is literally Just going off of what Sentinel is saying, the weapon should and should not be capable of doing. He says one-shotting unions, but there are classes that are on MPF that are as squishy as unions, such as helixes. So I'm just going to assume he means one-shotting MPFs. Most MPFs, given the 224 for damage. The run and gun on this thing, another opinion I'd like to talk about. And this is just my opinion because I have no idea what people think about this. Alright, that third shot I feel very confidently I should have hit. But this is something more I feel, and I would like to see some people talk about this, is that... What the fuck was it? What was I going to say? It'll come back to me. For now, I'm just going to move on. But yeah, looking at this weapon's stats, it's fine. Like, statistically speaking, it does a lot of damage. Its range is strange, because I believe... I'd have to look at the other shotguns, which I might do. I might hop on the dev server and look at other shotguns' stats. But this gun has pretty okay range. I don't know the hammer unit to meter conversion rate, but I remember it's quite a few hammer units to a meter. Like, quite a few, like a lot. I'm not confident in that. I don't know. I'm not a game developer. I'm not a source engine developer, thank God. Because that'd be a fucking chore. But either way, I still feel as if the range on this weapon is outshined by other shotguns. Because just looking at the range of another shotgun, like the Elvet shotgun, for example, it seems like ours is just a direct downgrade. It fires slower, it does more damage, yes, but it fires slower, has a shorter effective range, and has a strange spread pattern on it, whereas the Elvet shotgun seems to consistently do massive amounts of damage per shot, and is a pump shotgun as opposed to a lever, which seems to pump faster. Just given their effective firing rate compared to ours. They might fire at the same rate, though. Again, I don't know. Just speculation. I will have to research that. And by research, I mean go onto the dev server and look at it myself. Which is something I always have to do when it comes to shit like this. If the password is the same as the one Sentinel gave me. Here's 8-head, quote-unquote, testing. Kind of want to know what he's testing. I'm just going to give him a little bit of a bash. All in good fun, of course. Actually, it might be better to check these doors closed. Because if a mace comes in, I'll be able to know. I'm almost going to... Actually, I'm still a ways off. Oh, yeah, by the way, this is not related to anything with the gun's balance, but I feel like that the attachments for this gun, or any of the guns, is insanely high. I don't think somebody's going to be using a gun for long enough to want to unlock these. Like, the only actually useful unlock for this gun is sleight of hand. The recoil is pointless because, I mean, look at this. It makes our gun even more inconsistent, and on top of that, reduces the one thing we're good for, which is mobility. It's the only thing going for SCAV is mobility. And quick draw doesn't matter because all of the other shotguns suck. We have no reason to switch to them or switch back to the 1887 because this is clearly our primary. So sleight of hand is the only actually useful thing, and even then it cripples our spread to become even shittier than it usually is. So I don't see the point in these attachments, and furthermore, I don't see the point in them being locked behind such high kill requirements. Like 310 to learn how to reload a gun faster seems way too much. Not saying in terms of realism, I'm just saying in terms of in general. Like that's too much. I feel like lowering it to maybe fucking something more in the range of like quick draw like 75, rubberized grip for about 100 to 125, and then sleight of hand at 150 would be more than fair. Because I think upwards of about 100 kills is enough for somebody to learn how to use a weapon. I'd say you're around 100 kills, you've already mastered the basics of the weapon. Like, you know how that weapon works. This is Kira behind me. MP Yoshikage Kira. Can I get some heals? I'm just gonna get ignored. I don't know why it matters to him what my shotgun kills are. Did that second shot even connect? Yo, OSC. Yo, OSC, I got a question. Did my second shot even connect? Because I fired a second shot on you. I just want to know if that actually hit you or not. And if so, how much damage it did. No, I fired twice. I don't know if the second one actually registered. Ah, awesome. Okay, thank you. I'm making a recording right now for the shotgun, so I need to collect some data. Yeah, so that second shot didn't even connect. And yeah, he's right. He would have been dead if it hit him, because that's a full 224. And all of those pellets would have connected, as far as I know, because it looked like it was a total meat shot. First shot was a complete miss, though. He said he fixed the fences. Oh. Gun takes... Oh, yeah, by the way, gun takes a fucking year to reload. I don't really care if that gets changed or not. All I want to say is that the gun takes a fucking year to reload, and that's all there is to say on the matter. Oh, and I get team killed by Deer Dust. Awesome. Back in action. Got contacts in there?
Open that door, open that door, open that door, open that door, open that door.
Why is he shooting me? Oh, that should have killed him. That absolutely should have killed him. I point blank lined up. It was basically a perfect shot, and not every pellet, but he's not dead, which I think is more than proof because I connected that with his fucking head. There's no reason that guy should be alive. I think that was actually a pretty good showcase of the gun's inconsistencies right there. Is that shot, by all means, should have killed him. And I'm not saying that all of the pellets would have connected. I am saying that some of those pellets were headshots. He should be dead, by all means, which means a good amount of those didn't connect. Percent-based? The fuck does that mean? Seems to be numbers to me. They don't have any ballistas on, so I don't think they can do much about that. Some people got ripped the fuck apart. Holy shit.
In your CQC sniping.
Holy crap, so many bodies.
Getting getting shot at through the fence. That's cool. Alright. I got shot at through the fence, and I can't shoot through the fence. That's cool. I don't know who shot me there. That was more confusing than anything.
Surprise him, go, go, go.
I have to walk up these. There we go. That's what we're talking about right there. Alright, this gun reloads slow as ass, though. I think its reload should be just a tiny bit faster. Like, I should be loading a shell a second, not fucking this. And then the slowest ass spin on the planet. Like, the spin is cool. I like the Terminator spin, but, like, it makes the gun reload too fucking long. Like, half the time when I'm reloading this gun, I'm reloading it for multiple shells, and I have to sit there for fucking... It doesn't complement SCAV at all. That's the problem with this gun. That's what I wanted to say earlier. This gun does not complement SCAV at all. Like, SCAV is supposed to be a fast mobility, high-octane class that's moving fast. A lot of risk, you die fast, but you're supposed to be able to move fast and do things fast. So why then does this gun have such a really slow as fuck animation for reloading? One shell at a time, and on top of that... Alright, ready? The most consistent way to use this gun is to slow down. Stop sprinting. So what's the point in having run and gun if half the time I can't even hit my shots while I'm sprinting? Because of hit reg and other stupid shit like spread. Like this randomized spread BS. It doesn't complement the class at all. What's the point in having it? We should just have the SMG-1. The SMG-1 worked with SCAV because we could use it while moving. And we could actually consistently hit shots with it. Its reload was pretty damn fast, comparatively speaking. Okay. But it's a pretty fast reload, comparatively speaking. That SMG-1 took about, fucking, what, like 3 seconds to reload, I believe? Somewhere around the 3-second range. Not very long. This gun, if I, for example, empty the clip, so let me just shoot all of the shots. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to show you how long this thing takes. 1, 2, 3, 4... 5, 6 fucking seconds to completely reload. I have to sit there for 6 seconds and hope something doesn't come to me. Okay. Not to mention, this gun is very loud when it reloads. So, I mean, anything within a 9-mile radius can just come up to me and kill me when I'm reloading. And even if somebody turns the corner as I am spinning my gun, I am most likely dead because there is a massive wait period after I shoot this thing where I just can't shoot. Watch, see? Yeah, now I can shoot. I have to get up. Every shot. And he's not even dead. That should have killed him by all means. And that wasn't even a... I actually took a whole fucking second running up to him. I know this gun isn't supposed to one-shot unions, but all of these shots, if you hit them, and I hit about 4 of those 5, should do 800 damage, more than enough to kill an EOW. And it doesn't. It probably didn't even do half his health because of half of the pellets just missing beyond short to point blank. Giving this weapon at least like spread that fits up to medium engagement distance is not by any means OP. In fact, that's more in line with what shotguns have been this whole time. Shotguns that previously were complained about for sniping, but the dev team never said anything because they were balanced for longer ranged maps. This is not balanced for a longer range map. This is balanced for a point-blank short range map, which is only about to be as lenient as possible. That's only balanced for two capture points on this entire map. J and like fucking J and like, yeah, just J. There's really only one point I can really feasibly engage people and do a good job on is J. Also, the spawning mechanic is really cool. I'm sitting here attempting to spawn him and it won't let me. Should probably make it so that the squatty pips should show up above the capture points. Just an idea. Just an idea. But yeah, there's an EOW mocking me in the chat for hitting all 5 of my, basically all of my shots and him not dying. And then all I can do is run away while reloading because this gun, I don't have an alternative. I can try to pull up my M4, but this gun, as I showed at the beginning of the video, has retarded recoil on it. Oh, yeah, I hit both of those shots and he's still not dead. That's 448 damage and he's not dead. Even though that guy already pumped a bunch of shots into him, meaning that some of my pellets missed. Somehow. Both of those shots did connect with him. even though, like, at that range, I believe he was about here compared to me. Oh, it doesn't show up on there. Hold on. Let me get somewhere where the shots show up. Hold on. Like, it was about this range to be maybe a little longer. By all means, all of those shots should have hit him. And the second shot was at about the same range. So why didn't he die? If I remember correctly, UWs have around the same amount of health that I'm doing. And not even that, but it's hard to account for the amount of damage that guy did. But the other guy hit him a good few times. So how did I not kill him? Again, inconsistent spread patterns. It is very, very much impacting our gameplay. And it's killing the gun, because the gun is shit. If I can't consistently kill people, well, I mean, that's that. I can't consistently kill people. And that's all there is to say on the matter. The gun needs to be made consistent. Why is every other gun in this game consistent except this one? And other shotguns, of course. Why do the shotguns need to be inconsistent? And it's not even like other shotguns are that inconsistent. Look at the Elvet Med shotgun. I just ran into the completely wrong area. Look at the Elvet Med shotgun. That gun's able to reliably dish out some serious damage per shot. Engaging at almost the same range, if not longer range than us. I don't care if a shotgun has longer range than ours. What I care about is our gun being able to do consistent amounts of damage. Our gun cannot do consistent levels of damage. And I think that needs to be changed. I think all of the shotguns need to be changed to make consistent spread. And then we balance from there. Because it's hard to balance for a gun that's random. Because technically speaking, if you think about it from this way, a gun with inconsistent spread patterns can't be reliably developed, because at the end of the day, some people that are talking about it are getting destroyed by it, like Vanillin right there. And other people are just taking 0 damage from it. So some people will say lol SCAV is really bad, and other people will say lol SCAV's OP. And the only reason that's happening, the only reason we're seeing those mixed reports is because this gun's spread range is fucked. Like fucked, really messed up. And it needs to be fixed. I don't know how many times I need to reiterate that point to make it more apparent. I'm gonna try to do what I can here. Yeah, I can't do shit. Again, if I'm not at close range on a long range map, I might as well just walk out and let myself die, because I can't do anything in that situation. I'm just gonna kick this guy, to be honest. He's just been AFK this whole time. I'm taking a break. One sec. Give me a sec. This is me, staff member Errant, doing my job live on stream, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Doesn't really matter. It's kind of off hours, but still. He's been AFK the entire time I've been recording, so. Best thing we can do is kick him, because, you know, what's the point in having him here? He can just reconnect anyway. That's probably somebody with a KA flying around to cap points. Oh, this is, alright, this next part, alright. This next part I want specifically to be addressed towards Sentinel. Hello, Sentinel. There's a massive problem right now with EXP farmers. People will take KA-52s and deploy them literally to fly over and cap points to farm XP and farm scrap. It is the most efficient method of farming for both right now. And the KA doesn't contribute anything to the fight, like at all. Literally nothing gets contributed to the fight. They're just flying around capping points. I don't know if that's what this guy is doing, because I don't see him. Alright, I think he got killed by a RF. Yeah, an RF got him. Whatever, I missed. I'm not even gonna shoot again. Usually if people friendly fire me, I usually just friendly fire them back, and because this gun does massive amounts of damage, they instantly regret it. That's just an attack chopper. But still, my point about KA-52 stands. It's something I've been seeing Ghost doing a lot. If that's against the rules, please let me know. Or please tip off R&D, because I think it's something that needs to be made clear, whether or not that is against the rules, to like basically just bringing a helicopter to fly around and cap points and nothing else. I'm probably just going to record a couple more lives of shooting, because I think I've gotten enough footage to prove my point. At least I think so. I'm going to engage this guy right here at this range. Alright. I mean, yeah, I get teabagged too. Very cool. But I mean, what more is there to say that I haven't already said? Okay, no, they both respawn. I thought all of the squad leaders were actually AFK. I would have gotten a little bit irked there. But yeah, no. All I can do is run around and attempt to kill things. And that's all I can do at the moment. Can't do much against that hunter, so I'm just gonna walk away. Yeah, and I engage that guy. Yeah, I'm going to let that be the final thing you see for the recording. I engage that guy. I get the jump on him. I hit my first shot point blank. He doesn't die. I shoot him literally almost in the same area, and the shot completely misses. That's... Yeah, I mean, that's all there is to say on the matter.